like. All right, good. So today we are going to talk specifically about. Right, there we go. Today we're going to talk specifically about animal cells, because animal cells and plant cells are two different things. So, excuse me. So we're going to go ahead and get started, and all of you should have a note-taking guide. And so as we talk about things, you can go ahead and fill that in for your notes. All right, so animal cells have a lot of parts, and each one has an important function of itself. And the parts that they are called organelles. Like people have organs, cells have organelles, which are little tiny organs for the cell. All right, does everybody have organelles written down? Cool. So now we are going to start on cytoplasm. And cytoplasm is a gel-like substance inside the cell. So it's the squishy stuff that kind of holds all of the organelles together. Like we have blood and guts and everything. Cells have cytoplasm, and I'm sorry if that grossed you out. All right, everybody ready? We're going to keep rolling. Perfect. All right, so the cell membrane is the outside of the cell, and it controls what goes in and out of the cell. So like people have skin, our little cells have this outside thing that controls what goes in and out. Like when we put lotion on our skin, the lotion goes in. The cell membrane kind of controls all that for itself. Excuse me. All right, and so now we're on the vacuole. And the vacuoles are organelles that store food, water, and waste. So it's kind of like its little stomach for the cell. Does everybody have that? Not yet? All right, keep rolling. All right. So now we have the nucleus, which is kind of like the cell's brain. So it is a large circle in the middle of the cell, and it controls everything that the cell does. And it also holds all the DNA, and DNA is what makes us us. And so the mitochondria, now this is a big word. Can everyone say mitochondria? Mitochondria. Good. And mitochondria by itself is called a mitochondrion. You don't need to know that, but you can sound really smart and impress your parents. So mitochondrion are these oval sacs inside of the cell, and it converts food to energy. And so we call it the powerhouse of the cell because it makes all of the energy for the cell. All right? Does that make sense to everybody? We're going kind of quick, so if anybody has any questions, feel free to stop me. And that is the end of that. So did everybody get everything for their notes? Yes? Good. All right, you'll need that to study for the test. Fabulous. So now we have a fabulous little smartboard activity. I'm sorry, guys. All right. So, oh no. I don't know why it stopped that. Does anybody have any questions about anything yet? It's a lot of information that just got thrown at you real quick. So, feel free to ask questions. Smartboards and I don't get along, apparently. Maybe. Yay, there we go. All right, perfect. So now we are going to label our parts of a cell here. So does anybody want to come up and help me? Don't everybody volunteer at once. Yes, Grace, will you pick one label? Sorry. You might have to use your finger. Oh, just kidding. All right, let's see. Maybe we can use the mouse here. Let's see, does this work? Yeah, if you want to use the mouse. Sorry about that. So the cell membrane, good. Does anybody remember what the cell membrane does? You have your notes, so you all should remember. Yes?
It controls what goes inside and outside of the cell and its shape.
Good, perfect. All right, do I have another volunteer? Yes, Holly-Ann. mitochondria. So can anybody tell me what the mitochondria does? Yes.
The powerhouse.
The powerhouse. Why do we call it the powerhouse of the cell? Perfect. Good. So it makes all the energy for the cell. Do I have another friend that wants to help me? Yes, Miranda. The nucleus. That's my favorite organelle. So does anybody want to tell me what the nucleus does? Yes, Alex.
It controls all the cell activity.
Perfect. And what does it hold in it? I didn't have you guys write it down, but I said it. Does anybody remember?
DNA.
DNA. Perfect. Does anybody want to put another one up? You guys are so eager to volunteer. Alex, will you put one up? Oh, you're so nice. The vacuole. And what does the vacuole do? Yes, Maddie. Perfect. It stores all the food, the water, and the waste. So can anyone do my last one for me? Yes, Erica.
I think I got it.
You think it's hard? It's pretty tough.
Nope. What?
Good job. I'm so proud. So can anybody tell me what the cytoplasm does? Naomi, you want to tell me what the cytoplasm does?
Cytoplasm supports organelles.
Perfect. Good. So it kind of holds everything inside of it. All right. So I will leave this on the board for our next activity. So what we're going to do is we're going to work in groups or by yourself if you're Alex. Sorry, Alex. Here you go. All right. So we are going to work in groups, and we are going to use Post-it notes to make a cell. And you can use the walls or the table or the floor or your face. I don't know. I don't think it would fit, but you can try. So go ahead and use your Post-it notes and make all the parts of the cell. So you'll have the cell membrane, so you could do a big circle of one color. And then, you can work with Alex if you'd like.
Sure, why not?
Here.
Hi.
All right. Does everybody have their sticky notes? Okay. Does everybody understand what we're doing? Do you need clarification?
Can you read that, please?
Yes. We are going to use the sticky notes to kind of make a cell model. So you'll use maybe like pink, and you can make the cell membrane, and then like orange to make a nucleus and make all the little parts. And you can tear them apart. You can color on them. And we're doing animal cells, not plant cells.
Yeah? I gotta get out. I'm gonna take my notes with me. Do you want me to bring my pen?
And so when you guys are finished up, I'll give you some time, obviously. When you guys finish up, I'll have you name an organelle and point to it on your fabulous cell model, and then tell me what it does. All right? If you guys run out of sticky notes, just let me know. I have a lot. So I will give you more if you run out.
Maybe you want these? Madison? Madison. Oh, right here, buddy. Any more colors?
All right, guys, these are looking fabulous. I love them.
Did you guys get that color?
Do you want me to picture you working with them?
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Do you want to trade some?
Please go closer.
Thank you.
I was like, you guys only have 3 colors.
Yeah, that's an itty bitty bag. Yeah. I'll just put a little. I'll put it. Yeah, I'll do a big soda. Okay. After I'm pulling her hair. Thanks. Okay, wait. Right here. What? Oh, we can have another one. Yeah. What do you want to do? I
All right, guys, I'll give you about 3 more minutes to finish up.
got an idea. You guys are really going for it.
Yeah, we are.
My brain.
Does anybody have a favorite organelle so far? You like mitochondria? Yeah? Why do you like mitochondria? Because it's a big word. I like big words too. Make me sound smarter than I am. Anybody else have a favorite organelle? No, nobody cares. Cytoplasm. Why do you like the cytoplasm?
Jello.
It's like gel. It is.
All right. Go ahead and try to finish up.
I know that we have our fabulous little perfectionist group over there, but go ahead and try to finish up real quick. All right, so while our last group finishes, can anybody point to an organelle on their model and tell me what it is and what it does?
Oh, we're supposed to like that.
Yes.
Big pink circle in the middle.
All right, and what does the nucleus do? Can anyone tell me? You don't have to tell me. Can anybody tell me? Yes.
It controls the activity in the cell.
Good, very good. All right, does anybody want to show me another one? Miss Alex, you look like you have a very pretty one.
The vacuole
And what does the vacuole do?
stores food, water, and waste.
Perfect. Now let's look at this one over here. This one's small, but it's cute. All right, what is this blue thing here for our group over here? Yes.
Mitochondria.
Mitochondria. What does the mitochondria do? Yes, Maddie.
Powerhouse.
It's the powerhouse. Why is it the powerhouse? Yes, Maddie.
It makes energy.
Good. Maddie likes cells. All right, let's see. Can we have that group over there point to one of theirs and tell us what it is?
I'm sure cytoplasm is the light blue that's in the background.
Good. And what does the cytoplasm do? Don't everybody volunteer at once.
It holds everything together.
It does. Good.
Blood and guts. Sorry.
Blood and guts. That's all right. We don't have to raise our hand all the time. Sometimes it's okay to shout out. All right. So now we are going to take our quiz on this. I know, it's a big, scary test. You should all be terrified. Oh my goodness, it's so scary. All right, so if you will put your notes away, or pretend to. If you're going to cheat, don't make it obvious. That's my rule. All right. You're welcome. So our first direction for the top part, for those of you who don't have one yet, you will. So you're going to name the function of each organelle listed. And then after that, you are going to label the parts of the cell. And then you are going to answer one multiple choice question. Sorry, Julia. There you go. And when you're done, you can raise your hand or put your finger on your nose or your hand on your head. Something that shows me that you are no longer working. Oh, 2 hands. Look at that. Thank you, Maddie. Thank you, Heidi. Thank you. All right. So we learned about cells today, and we took our fabulous test. Some of us are still taking it, but we are out of time. So I hope you guys learned something. Did anybody learn something interesting? Yeah? What'd you learn? One person, tell me something interesting. Yes, Maddie. Oh, go ahead, Holly.
The cytoplasm is like the gel.
Good. All right, Maddie.
Mitochondria is the powerhouse.
Perfect. All right, good job, guys.